Yes, and welcome back to Football Heritage TV. I'm Perchy, and we are going to talk about Richarlison today because there are reports coming out that Saudi Arabian clubs want Brazil's number 9. But before we delve straight into that, guys, please make sure you are liking, you're subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 12,000 subscribers, and we're just under 200 away. So please, if you've seen this for the first time, please subscribe, and obviously, of course, please like the video. Now let's delve into it, because Tottenham's number 9, Brazil's number 9, hasn't really been doing much in the way of being a number 9. He scored 2 league goals in a season and a third. That's what if you want to call it that. Not good enough. You paid £60 million for a player and he's scored 2 league goals. We need a lot more. Everyone told me this season he will push on. He will play as your 9. Well, we've had to go and put a left winger as your number 9 in Heung-min Son because he isn't scoring many goals. But is this a lifeline for Tottenham? That Saudi Arabian clubs like Al-Ittihad and Al-Hilal are linked with Richarlison? I think this is a massive, massive lifeline. I've been saying it actually for months. I've said we might get away with it if a Saudi Arabian club go in for Brazil's number 9. You bring that is marketing brilliance if you're a Saudi Arabian club. Brazil's number 9. Yeah, he's not very good though. But now for me, this could be the only way. And how much money would you guys sell him for? I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments how much you guys would sell him for. For me, if we got 20 million quid, I think that's a steal at the moment. But a lot of other people suggest that this is Saudi Arabia. They might pay off the £60 million that we've hit out at. Potentially they pay more. We know that these clubs are also linked with the likes of Jadon Sancho. They're linked with Bruno Fernandes, and they're looking at big 80 plus million pounds for the likes of Fernandes, and it would be around about over 40 odd million pounds for the likes of Jadon Sancho. So where does that put Richarlison? For me, I think you could easily get £50 million for a Richarlison. I think that is something that a Saudi Arabian club would offer. Personally, I don't think he's worth any more than 20 million quid. I'll be honest. But we're talking about people that have got endless pots of money who can just go, do you know what? How much do you want? 50 million? Here you go. Done. So now the question's got to be asked: if Spurs can get some good, substantial amount of money for a Richarlison, where does that money go? We heard earlier on in the week, or last week more so, that there isn't a lot of money for Ange-Postecoglou to spend. So, could that £50 million be used collectively in a way to improve moving forward? If we sell a Richarlison, you've got to go and get another one. The person I would say is Santiago Jimenez. The price tag for him is around about 40 to 50 million pounds now, and it could even be higher, by the way. I just saw a couple of reports saying it was around about 40 to 50 million pounds for him. But listen, he is scoring for fun right now, and so you would think that their price tag will just go up. They don't want to lose a prize asset middle of the season. Where else would you spend money? Let's just keep it simple. Caveat it. We get £50 million. Where else do you spend it? For me, you've got to go and buy a centre half. As we've shown, we're an injury and a suspension away from Dyer and Davis as your back two. That terrifies me. So, do I think this is going to happen? Let's sort of go full circle with the whole Richarlison thing. Do I think Richarlison Saudi Arabia has legs? Yeah. From a marketing perspective, it makes complete sense why the Saudis want him. I mean, they can market that through the roof. Do Spurs sell him? Because I know this football club, and this football club tends to not sell big players. When I say big players, I don't mean that Richarlison's a big player. I mean in the sense of high-valued ones. Look at the likes of Ndombele, still here after spending loads of money for him. He's still here. Lo Celso is still here. That's just a couple, right? Now, but for me, I think whatever the bid is, you have to accept. If you can get money for this guy who at the moment could not score a goal, yes, he's out injured at the moment, but even when he plays, he doesn't contribute. He doesn't really offer anything. I think we are crazy if he is not holding up another team shirt in January. And then Spurs, I think from click of a finger, if I can do it, a click of a finger, yeah, sorry, I've just lost my train of thought. But a click of a finger, we need to get a striker in. For me, go all out for Santiago Jimenez, let Richarlison go, and then boom, just like that, you've got someone that is at the moment scoring goals. Get him down the middle. You could move Son back to the left and have a front three of Son, Kulusevski, Jimenez, and maybe have a little bit more money to bring in a centre half. For me, it has to be a bigger name than a Lloyd Kelly. But listen, if he comes in, okay, I'll give him an opportunity to see how he gets on. But for me, you need to go and buy a centre half and a striker if Richarlison goes. I think you got to get one in, even if Richarlison stays. Personally, because we don't score enough goals at the moment. If Son doesn't score, we don't really score, right? And if Maddison doesn't play, we don't create anything. So maybe you got to go get a number 10 and let Lo Celso go. But look, guys, I'm slowly slow to wrap up on this. But yes, as I said, Richarlison to Saudi Arabia seems on. I believe one of the main teams that are massively in it is Al-Ittihad. I'll just read this quickly out. There was a little report I was just reading. It's all come out through by Matt Law. Richarlison is an interest of Saudi Arabian League clubs in January as they plan to make more raids of the Premier League. Law writes that Richie was an interest to several unnamed Saudi clubs at the end of the summer window, interest that Spurs soundly beat back. The implication that these same clubs are interested in testing the water on Richarlison and other targets when the window opens. Most of you will recall that the Saudi clubs also made a play for Son Heung-min, which Sonny was quick to back down. The interest of Richie from the past summer is new to me, but it also doesn't surprise me. He does seem like the kind of player that Saudi clubs might be very interested in throwing a lot of money to entice football in the Middle East. Now, that's all well and good, right? That is all well and good. The player now needs to get a bid on the table. The player needs to agree it. And hopefully, touch wood, Richarlison is holding up a Saudi club's team shirt in January. Because, as I said, guys, if I'm honest, I don't want to see him here anymore. He's not good enough. Doesn't score goals. Doesn't really do anything. For me, it was a £60 million mess. We need to try and recoup as much as £60 million and move on with our lives. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've got to the end, please smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here. There's a bit more content. If you're watching this today on Tuesday, make sure later on tonight at 6 p.m. you're watching Rivals React, me and Sav's new panel show, where we've got some really, really cool guests. I'm really excited for it. If you're not, make sure you go back and watch it if you're watching this after that. And guys, that's all. Make sure you put the bell notification on and keep notified on all of our content. Thank you so much, so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace out.